The power of change. The word that is so profound in its meaning that I could remember them every single minute and every single time. That even Job, in his most difficult time, wrote that I will wait until my change comes. Change are the most significant thing that we all live with, and change is what we breathe every day. Change is what we live in every day. So no matter where we are and no matter what we do, if we do not identify the fact that the world that we live in, that the lifestyle that we have every day, and the way we move and the way we talk, and even the life that we live, we are in an existence of change, whereby sometimes we use a word like, I want to change my wardrobe. And sometimes we use a word like, I need to change my car. And sometimes we even use a word that I need to change me. I need to change who I am. I think there's something I need to do differently from what I'm doing right now. So change is what we live in, including even in the diet that we take every day. So we constantly evolve around this word change. But profoundly, it is ironically true that even when we pray about change, and even when we talk about change, sometimes we totally do not identify change when they come. Because change is usually not convenient. Change usually requires discipline. And when we take a step, or when we get to a point that we want to make change, we need to understand that without change, absolutely there's nothing that can be possible without change. A change of mind and a change of thoughts and a change of actions can actually lead to something greater. People change from within, from the inside out. And this subject, it's something that we have to embrace, because when you look around, yourself, or you look around where you are, you will identify that every day the only thing that everybody prays for, that everybody dreams for, that everybody works for is change. It's either that we work because we want to change our finance, we work because we want to change the way we see the world, we want to make a difference. So we're constantly living in that atmosphere whereby we want change. We want to do stuff to create that change. So even though that most of the time we pray for change, even though that most of the time we work for change, but the truth of the matter is, when we see change, a lot of time we do not identify change. And that is as a result of not being able to be in a mindset to know that change are usually not comfortable. And this is why a lot of people don't identify change when it comes. And irrespective of how much they pray for it and how much that they think they want to have that area of change. Because a lot of people believe that if they are going to change, change has to come in a package that is acceptable, not in a package that is questionable. Change a lot of time will not come in the package that you want it to come, Because if you get something that is glittering, that is beautiful, of course, you will automatically like feel that this is what I asked for and this is what I received because that's what I was expecting. But if the package of what you're receiving comes in a different form, there is automatic consciousness in every human being that the first instinct is to return that package back. But sometimes, without looking inward into that package and see, oh, what is the thing? Is it in this package lies the change that I want, or is not in this package? Or do I need to have this package right now and be creative as I go along to be able to let this package that I have create the change that I want? And so, because of that, we are not willing to accept change if it does not come in the package that we want the delivery to come. So we end up rejecting the same thing that we've been praying for because it did not appear in the image that we vision that it should appear. And again, we go back and start praying again and start asking again for the thing that is already been sent away. But we lack the understanding that change usually don't come in the package that we want it to come a lot of times. And when you understand how the whole dynamic of life plays out, it's different from the movie that is already been edited and presented to the public. The reality of life is that the package to which we will always receive the things that we have will not always come the way that we want them to come. And the events of our life usually translate in a movie that we actually don't want to be the actor in that movie itself. So change, on the other hand, can come in a form of a discomfort. Change can actually come from you being displaced in a way that you actually do not want to be displaced. But in that displacement is when you see that if you are able to see differently in displacement, and sometimes is when you find a miracle. Because in that displacement may lie an answer to where you want to go. But the answer at that time may not be clearer like the way you want it to be. But if you understand the movie of change in life, you'll be able to take that discomfort that has been placed in front of you or that you find yourself to use it as an acceleration to where you want to go. And this brought me to a significant subject that I could remember about the children of Israel. That when they prayed that they were hungry in the wilderness and cried up to Moses, and Moses asked God that they are hungry and they need food. And when God provided them food through a divine purpose, and when they got to the place where the food laid that they had to eat, the first thing, which is human tendencies, is that when they picked it up, they call it manna. They said, what is this? Is this what I am expected to eat, or is this what I should have had? And what happened was that it dried up. This is human tendencies. And that is just one storybook that was written years ago. But that is a tendency of human nature that we naturally do not receive things as if they do not come in the package to which we expect them to come. And even in the case that we receive them in that package, that we expect them to come, we tend to abuse them. We tend to abuse them after some time. Because the hunger in a man's spirit has to get to a point that it understands that the life that I live and the things that I'm here to do involves not just about me, but it's something that involves about somebody else. But here is the truth. Change happens with or without us. Because that's how the world has been created, that whether we like it or not, the rain will come. Whether we like it or not, the sun will shine. And whether we like it or not, wherever it's going to snow, somewhere in the world, it's going to snow. Whether we like it or not, when the season of the wildfire comes, the forest is going to burn. And humans will run after that to try to put a remedy to that. And whether we like it or not, our body is going to age one way or the other. And whether we like it or not, a baby that is born today will grow up tomorrow. This is the dynamic of creation. There's nothing that is totally in a domain of control than we understanding that our life as human being actually evolves around change. Whether we like it or not, the night will come. And whether we like it or not, the morning will come. And whether we like it or not, our destiny, the greatness in our destiny will manifest. So instead of wallowing in the less understanding, is to be able to trigger that inner emotions and strength to understand that change, we live it and we breathe in it every day. And it's our responsibility that as long as we breathe and as long as we live and as long as we wake up the next day, that whatever is it that we hunger for and whatever it is that we pray for and whatever it is that we dream for and whatever it is that we strive for, that no matter package, that no matter form, it doesn't matter the form that it comes, that we will take it and we will take it and use whatever has been given us to grow. Because the purpose of life is growth. And the purpose of human being is that we have to grow, because growth is a process of change. And when we ignore that process of life that involves growth, we become stunted. And when man doesn't grow, they become unhappy. Because the divine nature of man is that a man has to grow. The divine nature of human creation is that every human being has to grow. That is the divine nature of human creation. Because as long as a human being cannot grow, now when I mean growth, growth in a sense that not in a physical appearance of a person, but in the internal appearance of a person. The internal is what we don't see, but we can see the appearance of the person. That is why you could see people, no matter how big or how small they are, their standard of life is different. So this is not about sizes, even though we aspire to to live in different sizes, and we aspire to grow with different body mass, or we aspire to want to lose weight, or we aspire to want to do everything that we dreamed of. This is human nature, to dream, to change, to evolve, to become all that we were created to be. But when those changes are coming, depending on the area that we dream of, depending on the things that we want to change on. But when those seasons that we aspire to change start coming, and we fail to identify that it comes with discomfort, then we become a liar. So we're lying to ourselves that we want to change, but in the true reality is that we are also setting ourselves backward, because we do not want to identify with change, with the discomfort. that comes with change. Do you want to dream? It's your dream bigger that is so painful in your heart to even think about it every minute. Are you dreaming in such a way that it's hurting your back, that you just like, I think I need to stop doing this to myself because it's never going to happen. But I want to encourage you. I want to tell you that whatever you dream about, it may be bigger than what you think or bigger than where you currently are physically. You may not have the resources that you need for where you want to go. You may not have the people that you need for where you want to go, but you could see you change into that realm that you see that you want to be. But don't let the things that come your way, don't let the people that even you have right now, don't let the things that you have, don't despise the things that you have right now. Let the things that you have right now be an additional motivation. Appreciate where you are right now towards where you're going. Do not neglect where you are because you feel that where I'm going is bigger than where I am. So the people that I have around me really don't matter. Unless if they are people that are indirectly sabotaging your growth, then you need to change that. Because for you to make lasting change, your environment as well has to change. For you to make lasting change, your mind has to change. For you to make lasting change, something about you internally has to change. For you to make lasting change, it starts with you. And as long as you could see yourself going through that distance of saying, this is me, and I'm ready to rip down the whole garment that I had, and I'm ready to step into some new, and I'm not afraid who is with me or how long I'm going to have to walk alone. How long I'm going to walk alone and nobody telling me, you'll be all right or something's going to be better. Just keep walking. As long as you're willing to see the vision and say, though he slay me, yet I trust him. As long as you stay, the lights are cut off, the waters are cut off, everything are cut off. But yet you still move up every day and say, I'll make this thing happen. This change about me will happen. This thing that I care will come to life. This grace that is in me will not die. I will live. I will bring it alive. As long as you can still wake up every morning, irrespective of what happened around you, and you can still speak to your dreams and say, you will come to life. You can still speak to the things, to the dreams that you carry. You can still believe it. You can still say, my change will come. It will come. As long as you don't despise the people that comes into your life. As long as you're not self-sabotaging and thinking that everything you need will depend on what you have alone, you will need people to create that change. You will need a new environment to create that change. You will need a new way of looking at the world to create that change. You will need a new you to create that change. So as I bring this to conclusion, I want you to understand one thing. That change are usually not easy. When the season of change comes, they come with discomfort and pain and a lot of uncertainties. They come with an enormous amount of rejections. And we are not good when we're rejected. We are not good when we're rejected because nobody wants to be told no. Everybody wants to be accepted. This is true about human beings. We want to be accepted. We want everything that we say, somebody to say, yes, it's good. And when we face rejections, what happens is that it's like a door has been slammed on our face. And it's like we've been told that, no, you're not qualified for that. But even in the face of rejection, understand that the process of change, you will be rejected. Understand that the process of change, people will walk out of your life. Understand that the process of change comes with discomfort. And as long as you take those bitter tastes, and even when you take them and you keep moving forward with a positive mind and with a positive consciousness and knowing that Just like Job says, even in the day, I will wait for the day of my appointed until my change comes.